Jane Wigg from the Lymphoedema Training Academy, and I'm delighted that today we've got Emma Winchester with us. She's a lymphedema, but also a women's health physiotherapist. So we're delighted to have you, Emma. Thank you.
Thanks, Jane.
One of the things that we've been investigating this week on World Lymphedema Awareness Week is thinking about the questions that we don't say. So today I wanted to just think about really a little bit about body image and intimacy. Do you have many patients that have approached you with these subjects and had conversations around this in your role?
Yes, I think body image and intimacy are obviously intimately interlinked. How we feel about ourselves really can affect how we behave in a relationship and how we approach intimacy. I think if we're not confident in ourselves, then that really can affect how we confidently we approach intimacy. And if you're not feeling good about yourself, then often you don't want to show yourself. So it's a topic that comes up really regularly, and is kind of part and parcel of my conversations with my patients, particularly my pelvic health patients. And those that might be experiencing things like prolapse, often that's a very common one where it might come up, because there's a change in the body, and it's often a change that can be seen. So people feel kind of quite emotional about it, and they it really affects how they feel about sexual intimacy. But there's lots of things that can contribute to it, and I think in relation to lymphedema and maybe post-cancer, you've got things such as surgeries and scars that can really affect how people feel about their bodies. A person's weight might have changed, whether that be up or down. They might have experienced hair loss from chemotherapy. They might have had something like an ostomy. So there's a physical bag on the outside of their body, that can really affect how they feel about themselves. They might be experiencing like anxiety or depression, which then really can affect how their libido is, whether it might have gone down a lot and they might not actually not be feeling desirable or be desiring sexual intimacy at that point in time. And there might be fear and anxiety around intimacy. So what's it going to feel like? How will the other partner feel? Will it feel the same to them if there's been some changes, some internal changes, for instance, such as stenosis or scarring within the vagina? So it's really dependent on the person, I think, and what treatment they've had and how they feel about themselves.
Thank you. And I think it's so important that just being able to talk about this means that you're not alone if you are having an experience
Yeah.
in any of these problems, and that there are people like yourself, women's health physiotherapists that can assist, but also your lymphedema specialists. We talk about these types of things on all of our trainings as well. So they are educated, and even if the therapist doesn't know how to treat or how to support, they'll certainly know where that they can signpost and send somebody with those types of problems to as well, or issues. I don't want to say problems because of course they are situations that are being found due to cancer and sometimes with primary and other secondary lymphodemas as well. So please do reach out to us. Know that you can go to a women's health physiotherapist, you can go to the support groups that are out there as well, and ourselves at the Training Academy, and of course your GPs and your consultants. So lots of people there who will be open to hearing these questions and supporting you in the best way that they can. So thank you very much for your time today, Emma. And yeah, it's nice to speak with you.
You're welcome. Thanks for having me.